Welcome back, Angela here with another Tech in 10. This video will focus on 2 coding websites. Coding is a great tool for students when it comes to problem-solving strategies and pushing their thought process to that next level. Don't worry, there is no training required on your part, and you don't have to be the computer science expert. Let's get started. The first website I want to share with you is code.org. This free website does not require your students to log in if they're just exploring for themselves. And that might be the perfect scenario for this distance learning. Code.org offers a full catalog of courses from your youngest student of age 4 to your high school students who may have an interest in computer programming. If you want to track your students' progress, I recommend you sign up for a free account. When your students are ready to log in, they can either log in through their Google or Microsoft credentials, or with a 6 alpha code that you provide once you've set up your classes. Let's take a look at one of the courses. I'm going to click on the Learn tab here in the upper left corner. If your students aren't logging in, this is the method they'll use to get to the activities and the projects on this website. Depending on what grade level you're working with, click on the Learn More to go to the list of courses. You have your pre and express courses, and that's a fast track, or you have your classroom fundamentals broken down into those age range. So I'm going to click on course D, which is for ages 7 to 11. Once I choose a course, the website launches what looks like a unit plan. Unplugged activities are hands-on or paper pencil activities that introduce new vocabulary or concepts that students will be using online later. When your students are ready to go into the online challenges, they'll click on the number of that particular lesson. The lesson always starts with a short video to engage the students or to prep them for what they'll be doing in that lesson. All of these courses use characters and games that your students are very familiar with. Code.org gamifies these lessons and assists students on their progress as they move through the challenges. This one is a drag and drop block coding, and as they progress through the lesson, it gets a little more challenging. Your second option is to go to the Hour of Code projects, and you'll find that also in that Learn tab at the very top. It will give you an Hour of Code right here. If you scroll down just a bit, an Hour of Code project teaser. If you click on View More Hour of Code tutorials, you're going to get a full list of projects your students can complete. Remember, it doesn't require a login and it's absolutely free. Be sure to check out their code breaks. These are video sessions that will give you a few ideas of the direction to go with your students. The next website comes from Google for Education. CS First is a web tool designed by teachers who wanted an easy-to-use curriculum. Even when you have no computer science background, these lessons are easy to use. To access CS First, you'll use the web address csfirst.withgoogle.com. Teachers can sign in using their Google credentials and choosing I'm a teacher to launch your dashboard. Your dashboard is set up similar to Google Classroom environment. If you're a Google Classroom user, please know that CS First has not integrated or synced this platform with Classroom. Students will use a different code for this website than they would with their Google Classroom website. Creating your class is simple to do. You just click on the Create Class, give your class a name, and if you're teaching more than one section of CS first, designate it a color. That way you can distinguish between the classes and when you're assigning them activities. The real fun begins when you start assigning activities to those classes. We'll click on Curriculum here at the top left. You're going to get a full list of activities. It's broken down by length of time required to complete the task. It also gives you a list of hour of code activities that you can use with your students. And it also gives you an advanced section. And that's for those students who are a little more proficient in programming. With each activity, you get a brief outline of the skill level and how many activities it requires to complete the project. If you click on the View button, you're going to get a comprehensive overview of the project. Each activity starts with an introductory video. You as a teacher can go through the project on your own by clicking the Start button. I highly recommend completing the activities. You'll get a better understanding of the activity, and you may discover a few strategies you can help assist with your students if they happen to stumble or they're stuck on a particular activity. In the lesson plan, you have a tab called Materials. In those materials, you'll find a Get Started guide, the full lesson plan, and then a solutions sheet. That's going to help with your struggling students who kind of get stuck. It'll provide you with kind of like an answer key. For classroom use, you have little stickers that can be printed on labels. You even have a printable certificate. However, your students will get a virtual badge, much like this one right here, the little snail, upon completion of the project. If you're ready to assign this to your classroom, you'll click on the Add to Class. Once you click on that, it's going to ask you which one you want to assign it to. I'm going to assign it to a Kaiser class, and click that Add to Class. I am going to just skip this step. It's asking you if you want to order a kit or if you want your own materials. I'm going to skip over that, and then I'm going to view the class. In this section, I am going to get a progress summary. I am going to still find the view the activity, view the materials. I can view my kids as they're going through, and I can add more activities here. CS First is recommended for students in grades 4 through 8 and is powered by a free block-based system tool called Scratch by MIT. There is something out there for all ages. Hopefully you can find one today that will spark your students' imaginations and have them thinking outside the box. Happy coding, everyone.